All right, today I'm talking to you about a subject that's kind of controversial, and the thing is pit bulls. And my question to you guys are pit bulls to you guys considered a vicious breed?
No. In my opinion, no, because I have one. I have a pit bull. So I don't think my pit bull ain't never came to me vicious. So I mean, it all depends on the owner in my eyes.
Right. So to me, myself, pit bulls are the nicest dogs, if you ask me. And I got some statistics to prove that. But in the forefront, I want to let you guys know about me as a pet owner. When I was 4 years old, my mom bought me a German Shepherd. It was a female German Shepherd. Her name is Princess. But when I turned like around 11 or 12, she got out the back gate, she attacked our neighbor, and she bit her ear off, and all types of crazy stuff. And the reason behind it, I think personally, is because I didn't show my dog enough affection. I didn't play with her, and she wasn't well socialized, she wasn't trained, she wasn't none of that. So I just go back there, feed her water, and go back in. So, you know, my dog showed aggression, and that was due to just lack of ownership, lack of socialization, and all that good stuff. So she was considered aggressive, and she was euthanized. So how many of you people own dogs? How many of you guys own dogs? You already said Johnson. Mm-hmm. And plus, I own a dog as well. I've been having my pit bull for like 2 years, and since I had him, he hasn't shown me any type of aggression or anything of that nature. He's good around my kids. He's good around my other pet. He's good with the people in the neighborhood. You know, he's got out a couple times, but with that, he's never bit anybody. He only runs up to people and starts licking on them. Of course, people are going to be afraid of him because, you know, they got that stigma to him. It's a pit bull. Yeah. So, and another thing, I think pit bulls have a bad rap because they have careless owners. You know, the owners are real careless. So most people, when they get a pit bull, they want to get it for show, but they don't want to show the dog no love. They don't want to give it no training or anything of that nature.
And they're fighting too.
Right, they're fighting.
For fighting, whatever fight skills.
One thing I know about pit bulls, for them to be like a real good dog and to be calm, you have to show some type of love towards the dog, and also you have to. Well, let me move on to what I'm talking about in this presentation. When you have a pit bull, you got to provide the pit bull with companionship, and also pit bulls are eager to please you, and they're low maintenance. So you ain't got to take it to the groomer a lot. As long as you're playing with your pit bull or your dog, you know, it's going to show you the love back. And they're real eager to please, you know, so it's a loyal dog. So in Time magazine, it stated that all dogs need to be subject to training. So you have to train the dog. And also they should be well socialized and they should be taught proper human and social behavior and treated with compassion. And according to pitbulls.org, I have some statistics here. And basically what this shows is a tolerant test. And with the tolerant test, it's showing the temperament of the dog. Like how their temperature ranges from being a bad dog to a good dog. So the test stimulates a casual walk through a park or a neighborhood where everyday life situations are encountered. So they're taking these dogs through social areas, through parks, and trying to see what they'll do basically. And with that being said, during the walk, the dog itself, it experiences visual, auditory, and tactical stimuli. So basically what they're trying to do is get this dog to basically bite or not bite, run, not run, show aggression, or not show some type of aggression. So with that being said, I have a list of dogs all the way ranging from Labrador to sheepdogs to collies to boxers. And on this report, it has pit bulls coming out at 86.8% of the dogs being tested that they passed that aggression test. So, and they fall right under Labrador retrievers at 92%. And at the bottom we have Akitas and Shetland sheepdogs. So with that being said, pit bulls are not an aggressive dog. Go ahead.
I have a Doberman as well. Mm-hmm. And them Dobermans, you gotta, if it's not trained, it's gonna act a certain way around other kind of animals and dogs.
True.
So that I can agree with that bottom three. I can agree if it's not trained though. Because if a Doberman is trained, it's gonna do, you know what I'm saying, what you want it to do. But
exactly.
If you ain't really, like you said at the beginning, showing the affection and doing the ownership job that you're supposed to do for your dog, then I mean it's not gonna do. I mean the results is gonna show. You know what I mean? So I can agree with that.
So with this test, the dog will fail if it showed aggression, or if it showed some type of panic, or if it avoided some type of situation. So the pit bull came out on top almost. It didn't show any aggression. It didn't attack anybody, and all that good stuff. So with that being said, now that you heard some of these results, and now that you know as well as a pit bull owner, you guys already know that most of the time when we have these aggressive pit bulls, it's due to the ownership. And I think that's with any pet. If you show a pet how to fight versus how to love, that's how the dog's gonna react to all situations. Now, some bad things about a pit bull, I'm not even gonna say bad, but some natural things about a pit bull is that some pit bulls show aggression due to the fact, like I say, lack of compassion. But with that being said, one way to curb that, if y'all didn't know, is exercise your dog. When you exercise your dog, the dog will come back tired. It's not gonna be biting stuff. It's not gonna tear your stuff up. One thing I know, they say a tired dog is a happy dog. So once you work your dog out, like mine, I was wondering, my dog always used to tear my backyard up, eating the fence, digging holes, and then I take him running around the block. He'll come back and just fall out and be good for like 2 or 3 days. And another thing about them, depending on what state you're in, they have city bans on them. So you can't take them to some states, some cities inside the state that got these bans on your dog. And also makes it hard to get a dog into an apartment if it's over 30 pounds.
Khalid's like that, because I had to pay a pet fee for mine, and you can't, and it's legal to breed pit bulls in Khalid. You got a breeding license.
And in Texas, it got to be registered too.
Right. So another thing, training and socialization with this dog, with this breed is a must. You want to train it, you want to have it socialized, and the best time to train these dogs is when they're 7 to 12 weeks old. The process, it takes a lot of time to get a pit bull to train. It's not going to catch on as quick as a Doberman or a German Shepherd, but it can be done. It's pricey, but it can be done. So after hearing this information, and also the facts about the pit bull breed, are you viewing the breed any different than the stigma that it has on it? So in conclusion, if you're going to own a dog or any pet of that nature, just a pet in general, make sure you're responsible and you have the appropriate time that it takes to spend with the dog, socializing with the dog, and getting it familiar with friends and family and other animals. So with that being said, never mistreat your pet, and never train your dog to be an aggressive dog. And with a little more understanding, we can all become more aware and more educated about a breed that gets a bad rap due to bad ownership. Thank you.
Project right there.